Welcome, welcome. Come in, one and all. One and all. It's time for the greatest show in the world. You already know what time it is. This is Pardon the BRICKRUPTION. This is your boy Corey. That's your guy Mel. Brother, what's going on, man? The weather's getting nice. What's up, man?
Yes, the weather's getting nice and the days are getting longer, and I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. That means that it is that convention season. They're
Mm-hmm.
popping up over here. You just came from one, and I just heard in the news that BFVA will be in Baltimore this year, which is 5 minutes that way from where I'm at right now. So I'm ecstatic.
That's still about a good 2 hour trip for me, man.
Oh, brother, we can work that out, man. We work it out.
We work,
we work it out. We
we work
work
it
that out for you.
out.
We work it out for you.
You know what, man? I've been going to a lot of conventions,
Hmm.
and a lot of the conventions I go to, I got to travel. I got to get on a plane and everything.
Hmm.
It's not a lot of conventions I could just drive to. So I'm not saying this is the affirmative, but
Hmm.
I might be able to drive to this convention, and I might have something in the passenger seat, something that's icy, something that's heavy. You
Yes.
know, no other convention has seen it in person.
Okay.
I'm not saying yes or no.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know. Let's see how the chips fall.
I like the ice. I do. I like the ice. I like the ice. I think you need to bring some ice with you.
Okay.
I think you do. I think you bring that little bit of ice with you, man,
Hey
and
man,
let it be a blizzard. You know what I'm saying? Like a blizzard.
I can do that. I can do that. All right. All right. Let me kick this thing off, man.
You got it.
Uh Listen, man. A couple days ago, we saw the unveiling of the newest architecture set that's coming
Yeah.
out, which is going to be the NYC Big Apple build.
Hmm.
I posted it on my social media. I know you posted it as well.
Yep.
And let me tell you this, man. I'll just go real quickly into some of the stats on this thing. It's the Lego architecture, New York City, the Big Apple.
Yes.
1,465 pieces, $140. That's what we're looking at right now, and it's coming out June 1st. June 1st, that thing is coming out. Um, I mean, this is a series that I love. I love the architecture series. I used to teach a class called architecture where I taught the kids to build micro scale. It
Hmm.
is a very very difficult way of building because you have to build something on a small scale that's still identifiable to
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Um,
It's tough. It's tough.
and I think I'm going to go out on a limb,
Hmm.
just looking at the images, looking at the unveiling footage. This might be, in my opinion, one of the best
Okay.
architecture builds because
Yeah.
you always have the cityscape, but then you have that big apple in the background, and they got the twinkling lights and the
Yeah.
stars and everything. There's so many possibilities for this set. I can see people removing those studs, putting some lighting stuff in it, and
Yeah.
having that thing illuminate. I can see people streaming some lights down the two tall towers there. You have the Empire State and the One World Trade Center. I
Hmm.
can see it happening, man. But there is one drawback.
What's that?
It's the back.
Yeah.
That's the drawback.
Yeah.
When you turn that bad boy around, it looked like Lego was like, "Yeah, we going we built. You getting a little bit too carried away on this build. We're just gonna chop that back off. All right, we're just gonna cut some bacon off that back. You know what
It's
I
a
mean?
slice of an apple, Corey. It's a slice of an apple. A
Oh man, we didn't learn our lessons. Have we not learned our lessons with that
slice.
Death Star slice? Now you're giving us a slice of apple. Apple a day makes the doctor go away, but they ain't say nothing about half an apple. You got to eat that whole apple. Come on, Lego. What you doing, man? What are y'all doing to me, man? But
You know,
what you think of the set, bro?
once upon a time, two dudes that you knew before you knew them made this very same setup. And granted, it wasn't elaborate or extravagant as this one is because this is about the money at this point. So you use clean pieces and you use the clean colors and you really polish it out because you had this unlimited brick supply or whatever within this budget or whatever, right? And on top of that, the designer probably had a whole year to make this, right?
Yeah.
Where yours truly and his buddy Jermaine had 3 hours to make something that was similar to this back in 2019. We built the New York City skyline We didn't do the Brooklyn Bridge, but we did the George Washington Bridge that seeps out to New Jersey. That was tying me and Jermaine together. We did do the Statue of Liberty on the side there too. But our apple, yeah, you know what? I ain't even gonna fake. Our apple was a half. It was a full half apple, right? We had the back and that was full, but the part that was open is where the city was inside of the apple. So we had a full apple, like three quarters of an apple, three
Hey,
quarters.
listen, man. That's much more than what we're gonna get, man. So at the end of the day, that's totally fine. We talked about this, man. The clam is another set. The big one is the Death Star. That's really a Death Slice. The
Yeah.
back of it, I get it.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna build it. You're gonna put it on your mantle. People's only seeing the front side of it. People's
Yeah.
not looking at the back side of it. But man, this is a smaller set,
Yeah.
and you could at least make it uniform. At least make it all gray or make it all black. It's just look bits and pieces. It just looks unfinished in the back, and I don't want
Yeah.
Lego to make this a norm.
Hmm.
That whenever we have something with a beautiful display in the front, you turn it around and it looked like garbage.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I don't want that, and I hope it's not becoming a norm for Lego.
Yeah.
So hopefully it
I can
doesn't.
see, I can see some modifications to this. If somebody like the true artist that'll buy the set, and you could be a set enthusiast and an artist at the same time too.
Mhm.
But I can see somebody, modifying this a bit, making the whole apple, or making that back that flat surface of the starry night in the apple silhouette, making it layered. But I mean, like, I think it's definitely right on point, because you get the, like you said, you got the hold on. You got the Brooklyn Bridge, you got the
Mhm.
World Trade Center, you got the Empire State Building, and they go in. You got the park in here, the Statue of Liberty, um, and some other iconic buildings that are in this city skyline. So, and like I said, like you said before, it like architecture, like micro scale is tough, because you're using the minimal to represent something that's so monumental.
Yeah, I will say that I do like the fact, and just looking in closer,
Hmm.
you got the Guggenheim. You got the Guggenheim in there, and that's one of my
Yes.
favorite museums.
Yes.
I think this is the Met, if I'm not mistaken. That might be the Met or
Met.
Grand Central Station, but I
Yes.
think it's the Met. But
Yeah.
yeah, but you got those two iconic, and the way this artist did this, it truly speaks to them knowing what the assignment was.
Mhm.
Excuse me, because you got your cityscape, and the cityscape, it looked like, is you got them in dark grayscale and you got them in sand blue, and then
Mhm.
the iconic pieces that sits out, just as you mentioned, they're all in white. So
Yeah.
that right there, the color scheme in that gives you that nighttime
Mhm.
feel. And
Gives you
then
a
the
depth.
big
Yeah.
apple, the shape of the
Yeah.
apple,
Mhm.
that's perfection, man. But
Yeah.
then the back, man, the back just kills me. But you know what? Come January 1st, oh sorry, come June 1st, I'm
Mhm.
gonna be sitting up in line, if there's a line. I'm gonna get this set, because
Well,
this is necessary.
you are part of Iceberg Bricks, which is a recognized fan media, Lego fan media. And if that set comes across my threshold, I will send the set to you to review for the channel, friend.
Okay, all right.
All right.
I appreciate that.
All right. It's an anniversary. Well, a little bit past the anniversary. Cascades was a little bit later this year. Usually it's held in February, towards the end of February.
Mhm.
But I had a packing folly a couple years back at Cascades. The three amigos, me, Jesse, and Troy, got together to do the Spider-Verse, right? And it
Yeah.
was right around the time. I think it was just before the second movie came out. It was way before the second movie came out. I think we
Okay.
missed it where because the world had closed down or whatever. And so
Mhm.
the first one had already hit. So we decided to do the Spider-Verse, right?
I
And
remember
so,
that.
um, I had to fly to Portland, and there's no way that I was gonna fly with all that Lego, because I think I probably would have got the same result. Well, at least me shipping it off made me feel like it was safe. And so when I was on the flight, I kind of had this false sense of peace of mind. And so I get to Portland, And I'm watching the tracking on FedEx, right? I'm watching the tracking, and it's saying it went to this city, went to that city. Oh, okay, great, great, great. Oh, my package gonna make it there before me. I get off, and it says, "Boop, your package is on hold." Oh, okay, something must have happened here. All right, no problem. So a whole
Mhm.
day, I'm already there. A whole day go by, and I'm getting my package sent to Boone's house. And so I'm sitting there waiting. I Boone picked me up from the airport, everything like that. Get to my spot, whatever, everything's good. And so I'm just waiting for my package. And then the day after, it says, boom, your package has arrived. All right, great. I'm telling the bros, we go to Boone's house to go get the package. And then Danny opens the door and her face said it all, bro. Like her face. I'll never forget it. Like, you ever see your mom disappointed? Like, you brought flowers or you brought that mud pie to your mom and you had to do it. And mom make that face like you ain't coming in here with that mud pie. Like you are not.
You ain't coming to this house. Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and Danny's face was like,
And for those who don't know who Danny is Boo's wife. And she is the sweetest person in the world, man. And yo, if she's telling you like it is, she gonna bring it,
it's
she
a
gonna
straight
bring it to
shot.
you real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a straight
man.
shot. And so I get in there. She showed me the box is half the size than I shipped it.
Oh
Half the they
man.
ran I'm telling you, Corey, they ran this joker over with a truck. It was so bad that we get to the venue and I'm pulling out. Yeah, I did the packing peanuts, whatever. But it didn't stop them from crushing the whole box. They crushed that box.
Oh,
And so, I'm pulling out one of the Lego pieces, the 2x4 was pinched. Like the plastic was pinched. I ain't never seen Lego pinched.
oh my
The
gosh.
plastic was pinched. So I know that
That's a
they
lot
they
of
put
pressure.
it's a lot of pressure. It was. I said, unbelievable. They gave me some money back. They didn't give me all my money, but they gave
Mhm.
me some money back. They gave me all my shipping money back. I tried to say it was worth more than $500 in the box,
Yeah.
but they wasn't going for that. They just gave me my shipping fees back.
They're like, man, that's Lego, man. So cut it out.
Yep.
Cut it out, man. That's
They get
Lego.
out of here, kid. Get out
Get out of here, man. That's Lego.
of here.
Nobody spending that much money.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yo, you know what? I remember that so vividly because I remember you posted about it and
Mhm.
you just showed the box and you showed the open box and you showed what we were looking at. And I remember it was leading up to it. You were building it and you were
Mhm.
showing it. I remember it was kind of in your background a little bit.
Yeah.
So you didn't put it on full display, but you gave us just a little peek, just a
Yep.
little peek. So I was like, yo, this thing is gonna be crazy when you have it done.
Yeah.
But you know what?
And it worked out fine too, because we all put it together that day.
I was going to say, like, it truly showed what community is or what
Yeah.
community was back
Yeah.
in those days. Because
Yeah.
it makes it sound like it was a long time ago. It was about 3, 4 years ago.
It was
You know?
about 3 4 years ago. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. So I remember you told me everybody came through and
Yeah.
helped out. They lend a helping hand.
Everybody.
They
Yep.
wanted to they got yourself back up and running. I remember seeing it. Jesse was showing me everything, and he was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the part that was destroyed." But we got it back up. I was
We
like,
got
"Oh, I can't even tell there was any problem there. Like y'all really
Yeah.
came together and did your thing, and y'all won. Did
Yeah,
y'all
we
not?
won. We
Y'all
won.
won.
We won. We
Yeah,
won.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
So it was all worth it.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
all
worth it.
worth
It was worth it. It was worth it. So
it. Bill's character.
I gave everybody a community project, like it was great. It was great.
If you want to call it that, yeah. You saving your back.
I spent, like you said, I remember spending like almost, it was like it was a 3 year collab because we were on a hiatus because of the COVID. And
Mhm.
so like, but it was like a 3 year build, man. And I had
Wow.
to build it in that like hours with the community, man. They helped me put all that stuff right back.
They came through, man. That's what it's all about, man.
Pictures. Take pictures of everything
Yeah,
that you build because you just never know when something like that's going to happen. Pictures.
that's true. That's true. Take pictures and make sure you got good friends.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, folks, we're gonna get to the next topic, man. I got a big smile on my face. You know, and people say I got a nice smile, and I'm like I don't know about that. But when I'm right about something, then my smile gets even bigger. You know, even bigger. There was a couple of PTBs ago. I had shown my PS1, and I literally said, "Hey Lego, y'all, you got people there. Just make sure when you put this set out, it's gonna blow mine out the water." And my man right next to me, man, I'm thinking he got my back because you know we just talked about community, right? We talked about having each other, lifting each other up, and all that stuff. My man was like, "Yeah, let me burst your bubble, man. He gonna blow your joint out the water, yo. That's just gonna be a paperweight." I was like, "Daggone!" I thought my boy was gonna have my back on this one. Not at all. But guess what, man? When
Lego,
I
you
said I'm a
disappointed.
console king, there was a time when I was just building consoles just to build consoles. So let me
Uh-huh.
set this thing up, man. Lego just announced that they're coming out with the first generation Sega Genesis. So
Yes.
all of my peoples out there, this was
Mhm.
like 19, I want to say 1989 or 90. One of the two. I might be off by a
It
few
was
years.
89. It was 89. You're right. You
89.
close to 89. Yep.
Nintendo was crushing it,
Yeah,
crushing it.
it
And
was.
Sega was like, "Yo, we need to get in the game, man. We need to get our skin in the game." So they came out with their first console, which was the Sega Genesis,
Mhm.
technically it was a Sega console, and then
Yeah.
Genesis kind of came later.
Yeah.
But I'm a console king, so
Mhm.
I went back and I was like, "Yo, I had this system when Travis was sick. We got
Yeah.
a whole bunch of things donated to us. We got video games donated to us, and we got this system. I was killing that NBA joint, yo. I
That
was killing
NBA
that. I was
Jam, say that NBA
yo,
Jam, man. Man, if I can
I
get a
was Michael
console
Jordan
today,
every
that's the
time,
game.
yo.
That's
Yo,
the game.
I was busting tail, man. But listen, I know the console, like I said, because I
Yeah.
had the console. So
Yeah.
I'm sure you're going to give me some more information about the console because you know some stuff about it. I'm not
Yeah.
going to show you what I got in my
Yeah.
hand right here. See my other hand? I'm going to show you what's in my hand. I want you to tell me about this console that you said that Lego is going to come out with, and let's see which
Uh,
one is. Yeah, tell us a little bit about that console, bro.
all right, let me look it up. Let me look it up.
Yeah, look it up. See if you can find it too, man. See if you
I
can
got
find it
it. I
too.
got it. I got a big shot. I got it right here.
Oh
All
man,
right.
let's
So,
hear it. Yo, beat up.
so this is a Sega Genesis console. It's going to be $40 coming June 1st, right? I can't wait. Um, so,
$40.
yeah, with only
That's a half tank of
400.
gas nowadays. Just to let you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a
That's
half tank
true.
of gas
That's
nowadays.
true.
Go ahead. Let me stop. Yeah, go ahead.
479 pieces is coming in with, right? So to put that in perspective, the gift with purchase was like about 270 pieces.
Hmm.
So the joysticks or the controllers are a lot smaller. This thing's small, Corey. I ain't even gonna sugarcoat. I ain't nothing to even talk about. Like it's small. It comes with a lot of accessories that plug in and out, and you can. I like how they messed around. You can make it the Mega Drive, or you can make it the regular Sega Genesis drive. And it was Sega. The Master System was the first Sega system. How I know? I have it. I still have it. I still have it.
Mm,
Bought it for me. I still have it.
mm.
Um, and so yeah. So yeah, I apologize, Corey Samuels. I apologize. You are the console king. You're the gaming console king. I apologize for laughing at you. That was wrong because, like, I'm gonna tell you that the one that you're holding right now is a lot better than the one they get ready to roll out in June 1st. I was extremely ecstatic about it because I was seeing images of Lego's console, and then when I read the description, and I'm saying to myself, what does 479 pieces look like? Like, what does that look like? Ha- This thing is small. Now, granted, Sega Genesis, the console was a little bit, it was a little bit like quaint. It was a little bit tiny, but I think this Lego set is a lot tinier. And here's the thing with that. I'm not gonna make an excuse for Lego. I'm not. I'm not, and I'm out of time. But I think that they're doing this because hey, and I put it on Front Street because I'm real. Lego did not give the press release to any of the land members. it was given to all the gaming gurus and the people that sell all the gaming stuff. They came out
Yeah.
with the images
Mm.
first. Lego didn't even put it on their site. It came out, like I don't know, like IGN came out with it. And it was like,
Mm.
"Yo, what's this? What's happening?" So a lot of people from the land were a little bit upset about that, right? I might get in trouble even saying that. But I think that they made it small for being cost effective so that they can kind of introduce this Lego thing to all the gaming people. Because remember, GameStop, you can buy Lego at GameStop now. You can buy Lego at all these gaming stores. So I think this is like the introductory of new sets, for gaming and stuff like that. It's meant to be it's meant to be a momentum to be on your shelf. So I just hate that it is 479 pieces in the NES system that they came out with a TV that moves. Like it's like 3,000 pieces. How you got one console, 3,000 pieces, and this one barely breaks 500?
I want to know, is this bigger than it?
Yeah, I think so. Well, I would say that's probably. I'm gonna say I haven't built it. I think it's probably it. So what? Read the dimensions on that.
The dimensions on this is 6 inches across, about 4 inches in height.
All right, so it says dimensions on the console is 1.5 inch high, so that 1.5 inch tall. It says
Mm-hmm.
6 inches wide and
Mm-hmm.
4.5 inches deep.
4.5 inches deep. All right. I mean, one second. One second now. Let me
Yeah.
see something. Let me see something real quick.
Do you got tape measure?
Yeah, I usually do. I usually do.
I'm sorry, Lego Corey getting petty right now, but he gonna find out.
Usually do.
He gonna do some math right quick. Come on, math teacher.
Let me see something. Oh, there we go. There we
Yeah,
go.
bring us
I got,
home.
I got something better. I got something better. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got something better.
You got the ruler. Oh yeah. Oh man,
Yeah,
he got the art.
this is
He
what
got
we
he got the
us
protractor.
artists, that's what we usually
Yeah,
use. You
we
know what I
do.
mean?
We gotta remember those. Yeah, I used
We
to I used to
usually
cut a
use.
lot of lead with that ruler. Cut a
Yeah,
lot of lead.
what we used to, this is what we used to do.
A lot
All
of
right,
charcoal got burnt on that.
you see right here.
All right, where you at?
My joint is about 8.
Oh,
All right.
it's bigger. Yeah, that's the
About-
size of it though. That's the size of the actual console.
Yeah, it's about 5.5.
5.5.
About
Yeah.
5.5.
Yeah.
Let's get that height going. Where the height at?
What you looking like?
We about 2. We about 2.
2 inches? Yeah, yeah.
About
That's
2 inches
about
on the
that's
height.
about the size of the actual console what you're holding right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm disappointed. I'm happy that we're getting it, so I can see it, but I'm disappointed in the size, man. Like especially if the NES was 3,000 pieces. The NES was 3,000 pieces.
You
This one's barely breaking 5. It's not even breaking 5. It's under 5.
this is the problem, man. When you put your foot on the gas and when you come out the gate with something that's gonna hit,
Yeah.
the NES, the Super NES, or no, sorry, the NES,
Mm-hmm.
that was a hit. Point
Yeah.
blank period, that was a hit.
Mm-hmm.
They got the assignment, but it was way too much. Okay, fine. You're gonna scale it back. Don't add that big TV in it. Just give us the console. So they came out with the Atari, right? They came out with the Atari. That was for the folks from the 80s, the kids from the 80s that remember playing Atari. That's all good.
Mm-hmm.
And then they went quiet. So we didn't have any more consoles, and then they came out, with this joint right here, right? When I saw this, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I see y'all movement. And
Yeah.
I kept it a buck. I said, yo, you know what? I built mine very similar, but there was but the ABC buttons, I
Mm-hmm.
kind of did it a little different. And
Mhm.
I'll be real. I kind of just put it together just to put it together. I
Yeah.
didn't give much thought. So they took the time with this. But if you're telling me that they're coming out with the PS and then they coming out with this small joint,
Mm-hmm.
listen, man, I don't want to say I told you so, bro. But
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
told me that they got designers over there that got a trophy just like mine, and they gonna kick my back.
Oh, you're killing me, man. You got this guy going on a rant, man.
Listen, man. I didn't listen. All I did, I had an NES and a Super NES. All I did was I just brought it to a convention one time, and that was it. Somebody was like, "Yo, you should probably these junk they look so real. You should probably keep going." Say less. I made that N64. I could go get it right now, but I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do that. I did all the Nintendo. I did all the Sega. I did Listen, man.
All right, champ.
All right.
The fight's over, champ. The fight's over, champ.
Hold it up again.
You won, champ.
Lego. You know what this button is? That was the volume. Man. That was the volume button. So all right. I'm done.
All right, champ. All right. They got the volume button on there. They got it. Relax.
It doesn't move though. That's the thing. Doesn't move. We'll leave it alone. We'll leave it alone.
Dang. Lego did me wrong.
Listen, man, don't come out with no more consoles. You better blow this one out the water.
You ain't lying. Jeez.
I'm making one of the world's largest burgers,
All right,
but it's not what you think.
Your order's up, sir. We're flipping burgers with Ragzy. You remember Ragzy, right? She was on season 1 Lego Masters, right? The real arty chick, right? She was her art was like on another level. She was like NYC famous.
Oh yeah. Finalists in Lego Masters.
Yeah, finalists Lego Masters, NYC famous.
Yeah,
Ragzy. 2020. So yeah, she the show hits. She gets the big boost that she needs, not that she needed because she was already NYC famous. She does real, like I'm gonna say, when I say real art, I'm not saying Lego art is fake, but she was in galleries for art that had nothing to do with Lego, right? She does the Lego Masters thing. Lego becomes a part of her medium. And she does a couple pieces, make a couple of what they call those commissions, and then she kind of took a left. You see her in World Series poker a couple times. She reminded me of the girl that was wearing the mirror glasses playing poker. And she did some other things. You see her on a rooftop party every now and again. And then she's sinking her teeth into a quarter-pounder all-beef patty from McDonald's because it was endorsed by somebody, right? And she's, endorsing it because it was from America and stuff like that, right? And then it's radio silence. Homegirl resurfaced, and we see her now promoting Impossible Burger, right? She's in there sinking her teeth into an Impossible Burger. So that burger made a flip, bro. It went from all beef to no meat at all.
What's that commercial, or is that Burger King? All beef, special sauce. That was Burger King. Listen, man. Cash is king. Cash is king. At the end of the day, you got to go where the flow is going. Ragzy is a businesswoman at the end of the day. That's one thing I've learned about her the times that I've been around her. She's a businesswoman. She used to work corporate jobs and everything like that, and ran her own business and all that stuff. So she that's what she does. So if helping her business or helping her image gets her to a certain level with eating burgers from McDonald's because someone promoted it, then that's what she'll do. If it's hey, you need to make money, go ahead and build us this Impossible Burger and sink your teeth into that. She gonna flip them burgers, man. At the end of the day, you gotta flip. That's just what it is, man. I wish her all the best.
She's successful. She's successful. I don't know, man. It's just like, one day you on team, I don't know, team blue, and then you switch over to team green. I'm just confused.
I mean, if you would probably flip from team blue to team green if the green was wonderful. You probably flipped.
baby. Pay that bill, baby. But I do. It's good to see her. It's good to see her back to where she started. Like, before she was veering away from the Lego art, and now you're back on the Lego art, and what you made was amazing, Ragzy.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
made a great big burger with the bun and the lettuce and the tomato and all that stuff. That thing was fire. You could tell you really really put your time into that effort. So.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, at the end of the day, man, we're not gonna kick nobody's back in. You want we want everyone to be successful.
Lego's back in for that Sega.
But Lego is an entity, man. That's different people, man. We talking about one person, man. One person, man. No, but we ain't gonna kick it back in. At the end of the day, be successful, whatever that looks like. If that means you're eating all beef patty, special sauce one day, and then the next day you're eating a patty that is filled with. Hey, you do it floats your boat. I ain't gonna eat that. I'm not interested in it. No Impossible Burger. Give me that all beef patty.
What?
Yeah.
You strike me as a vegetarian, man. I'm shocked.
Not at all. Not at all. I got a turkey. I got a turkey leg waiting for me downstairs. Nah, ain't no vegetarian here. Nope. I'm sorry. Can't. I'm allergic. Oh man, bruh. Hold on.
He going in, baby.
You know what that? You know what's in here?
You suspect. It's very
it's
suspect.
Lego's in here. So man, these people are at it again, brother. These people are at it again.
I told you adults ruin Lego. I told you. You laughed at me. At me, but I told you adults ruin Lego. They ruined it.
You're right. We got another case of the Mac and Lego, man. Lego, man. The suspect is swapping macaroni pieces into the boxes. They are selling those boxes. They got caught. They got caught. Yeah. So I think people are starting to get hip to it. Hip to this fraud that's going on. I still don't understand why they use macaroni pieces. Why they use macaroni. Leave macaroni alone. They ain't do nothing to you. You know, I like macaroni. I like making macaroni. I don't need you to ruin that for me. So I don't quite understand it, man. I don't get it. But he done got caught again, man. I don't get what's going on, man. What do you let me ask you this, man. We from Jersey, so we could catch, we could see a fraud coming a mile away, man.
Yeah.
Is it that is it easy to trick people?
I think so, man. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna break it all down, right?
All right, go ahead.
You get a nice Lego set, right? And in a packaged box, right? Now Lego has, before they used to put the tape on it on the outside. They used to put the tape on it, right? And if you were savvy enough, you could take a blow dryer and put over top of the tape. It would ease the tape up. You can open the box and get what you want out of it, put whatever else you want in, and then use adhesive glue to put the two strips of tape back on there again, and then walk on down to the local Walmart and be like, hey, look, I'm doing a return. Lego got savvy, and what they did now was these pressurized tabs that you pressure in, and to still same thing. Like, if you use adhesive glue, you could probably get past this. You could stick a knife in here. What I do when I do reviews is I'll go ahead and open the box and build it. But before, like when I gotta do my video, the box has to look like it's not open. So what I do is I stick a knife in there, open it up. I can easily put adhesive glue on it, tape it right back, put it right back together again, put some macaroni in there, put it back together again, take it down to Walmart and make the exchange. Lego, the boxes are great, but you need some type of anti-theft prevention, because what's happening is it's the trickle-down effect. These, Walmart buy stock from Lego. They buy their retail from Lego, right? And then they stock their stores. You get guys like this clown here will buy several boxes from Walmart, take them home, work the box, right? Take the Lego out, put the macaroni in, and then I'm back at the counter and say, hey, look, I like to return this, right? and I get my money back, and then I go sell some Lego that I technically stole, right? Walmart wouldn't know. Lego probably wouldn't know neither, because you're looking at it, making sure that the box isn't open and everything. It looks good. It looks good. It looks good. You don't know. You move on because you got 10 people in the back, right? So what I say to Lego is that you got to find a design. It's nice to keep a box, right? Because now that's nostalgia, right? This is the symbol for Lego, right? This is the box, the cardboard box. But I think that the Lego needs to come out of the cardboard box so it's not easily stolen. And that theft is at an all-time high. It's a trickle-down effect. The cost of and you wonder why. Oh man, Lego had a 20% increase on their prices and this and that, because of this theft thing that's happening, right? It's this theft thing. It's a trickle-down effect. I'm taking a loss, and in loss prevention, they have a bottom line. It's like, man, we had X amount of dollars taken away in loss prevention, and these are profits that we all lost because we have to honor the person that bought the macaroni Lego, because it wasn't supposed to be macaroni Lego. And at the same time, you got this bozo that's running around town who stole $30,000 of Lego. He got busted, but 30,000. Now, where he stops, somebody else is going to pick up and take that thing and keep going and keep going and keep going. So it's going to be hard to catch up.
Yeah, you got a bunch of copycats running around.
Yeah.
So do you think, thank you for the analysis, man. Law enforcement, you understand that. So, what if, when you go to the bank and you try to grab one of them bags or whatever, and then you run out the bank, you try to open that joint, and then poof.
The die pack. Poof. Your die pack. Great.
Should Lego start doing that?
So what happens when you buy a set and you open the set and the die pack busts in your face, even though you bought it and they forgot to deactivate it. They forgot to deactivate it, because it happens. Think about it. How many times you don't walk through Lowe's or Home Depot and whatever you bought go off because they forgot to take the sensor off, right? They forgot. So you go home to open up that box, and that die pack hits you right in the face, and that thing stays on for like weeks, bro. Like it don't come off.
Oh man, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Lego, you gotta
figure out a way to do it. Yeah,
gotta find a way to do this, man. The pressurized joints, that's one way. But like you said, man, you can take it as X-Acto knife. You could just slit,
and that's what I do. I take my little X-Acto knife and I slit the underneath, and I get all the Lego out, and then I glue the box right back up, and I do my review with an empty box. Because then my set is already built. I grab my set and bam.
Yeah, man, unless it's really hard. It's really hard to do. You just gonna have to hope that they start catching these guys a lot quicker before they get like $30K, $40, $50, $100,000 of Lego. They gotta do something to get to them before they just scoot off with all that money. And you know what? It's the retailers too, man, because they don't own Lego. Hey, we're just selling your product.
Selling the product. Yep.
So I don't know. Lego y'all gotta step y'all game up, man.
It's all in the packaging. Like, you got to do the packaging by design. Like they say, crime prevention through environment, right? Yeah. And so you got crime prevention through design, right? So you got to design these packages a little bit better so that it's less death, more deterrent, less death.
Okay, everybody. So as you can notice, Mel is not here because he is lazy and he's old, so he has to take a nap, which is totally fine. Leave it for the young guys. I'll do the work as always. But this is a good 5 minutes. And today we got my man Luke from season 5 of Lego Masters. If you remember him, he was the son of the mother and son team. He goes big. Literally, a lot of the builds on the show, he had to be the tallest, had to be the biggest. I would say one of my favorite builds from season 5 was that Batmobile, the truck, the semi-truck. And it was a great commemoration to your family and everything like that. And I just love when you connect stuff like that, and the way you built it and the way you went big on every single challenge. It's wonderful. It's amazing. recently. But let's dive into why we have you on today. So you recently have a patent, a U.S. patent. The process is very interesting. I know a few friends who have done it. I know friends who work at the U.S. Patent Office and stuff. So I'm a little bit familiar with it, but not so much. So the first question I have for you is, when did you have this idea for this patent?
Yeah, that's fantastic. And there's actually a couple different layers to this question. So the idea for the build came about well before the actual patent process. So the name of this Lego creation is called the Quad Coaster. So it's a quadruple dueling power style roller coaster. And so I got the idea for the build actually based on a space constraint in our own house, where a lot of my builds are really large and sprawling. But I said, you know what? We got these nice tall ceilings for a reason. Let's see if I can build a roller coaster that's taller, because I love roller coasters. I love riding them, designing them, building them. I've done a couple in the past and done some since then. So this was that kind of next step about how can I really change the game for Lego roller coasters. And then as I started building it and as the final form was coming together, I realized I've never seen a real roller coaster like this before. And so I started doing some research into what's called in the patent process prior art. So what are other patents? What are other real roller coasters? Even just concepts that people have come up with. And I could not find anything similar to this idea, where there are multiple towers, 4 or more or fewer trains that are all running and dynamically interacting with one another. And so I said, you know what? I think I really have something unique here. And so ended up going down the route for utility patent, which encompasses actual design and mechanization as opposed to just aesthetics. So ideally, the functionality of how this ride really works is protected. And so it started from the Lego idea. Initially prototyped it, built it, looked at it and said, wow, I think I got something cool here.
Wow. All right. So as kids growing up, we are told to let your imagination run wild, and when you're building with Lego, that enables that imagination. But you've taken it to a whole new level, in which you are now you now have this U.S. patent. So my next question leads into this. How long was the process, and the process of inception to construction to the patent process? How long was all of that together?
Yeah, that's the interesting thing with patents, because it's one thing for me to think, oh, I want a patent. And it's a whole nother to actually go through that process. And it's a long process. So depending on the complexity of the overall invention, it can span from months to many, many years. My process in particular was right around 2 years, a little bit above or below there, just from initial contact and concept to actually building it and making it happen, finalizing claims and sketches and things like that. So ironically, this project and the actual Lego construction finished shortly after filming Lego Masters. So to tie back into your original question about how did that shape your experience, I would say that being on Lego Masters really pushed my boundaries and my limits as a builder and said, you know what, I can do things that are big, motorized, and bold that no one's ever done before. And so not just in Lego, I've expanded that into the real world, into a real fully fleshed out roller coaster patent idea. And so took about 2-ish years from start to finish. Thankfully, I'd spent a lot of time up front researching the prior art and other patent ideas to try and make my claims and sketches as unique as possible, because the amount of back and forth you have with the patent office is something that really can drag on for a long time. But the first initial round of feedback we got was very positive, just needed to make a couple quick tweaks here and there. But the groundwork was really laid. And then it's a lot of hurry up and wait, the patent process. It's a lot of, okay, spend a lot of time and a lot of energy, and then you hear nothing for a few months and think, well, how did it go? Did it work? Did it not? So a lot of hurry up and wait, but all definitely worth it in the end. And a couple of years from start to finish, grew a lot, learned a lot, and think it came out for the best.
Nice, nice.
All right. Speaking of theft and busted packages and everything like that, I heard that Bricklink has been grinding your gears.
Oh, yeah.
You recently did a Bricklink order and it didn't favor too well. Mine's too, but I want to talk about yours.
Okay. So, I mean, Bricklink is the place to go, right? I can't wait a month to get stuff from the pick a brick wall and going through Lego and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't got time for that. I gotta get my stuff. I gotta get it now. So I jump on Bricklink. I do my order. I make sure I do the order. I don't go crazy with it. I might just need like 50 of one pieces, 10 of another piece. I always try to even it out. I don't give like, you know, odd numbers or even numbers. I just try to even everything out, right? You know, I wait patiently for the stuff to get here. The stuff is here, is packaged up. I'm like, okay, I got my package. I'm happy. I'll cut that thing open. And I cut it open, and everything that I itemized that should be in little baggies, should be separated, is all in one bag. And this particular order pissed me off, man, because not only was it all dumped into a plastic Lego bag, you can see the number on the bag, right? I also it bust on me to where I took it out the bag, and I'm like, oh man, they put my entire order in the bag. Okay, fine. But then they put it in a way that they didn't even seal it. So as I opened it, that whole thing just busted out all on the table, on the floor. Bro, I was livid. I'm like, yo, I don't got time to do your work and sort this joint out.
You paid them. You paid them for that. You paid them for
I paid you for that.
And handling, right? And handling.
Yo,
you know, that's a surcharge that they do, right? Like packaging and handling. They charge you for that.
Yeah, I'm like, dog, like, yo, put my little stuff. Look. Put my little stuff in here. Put them little dime bags. Put my stuff in there. I don't even need it in a bigger bag. Just put it in. Like, sometimes I just need one piece from my order. I grab that one piece and me finish my mock. Everything else, you know, I'll sort that stuff later. Yo, man, and you know what? It wasn't just one order. I've seen it in several orders. Now, there are some Bricklink providers that they do a tremendous job. Like they do. They seal it up. They make it look like an actual Lego set where everything is itemized, all that stuff. Those are the best ones to go to. But man, oh man, y'all don't make it easy. No, y'all don't make it easy.
No. You I think I had around the time I was building the Optimus Prime head, and you know, I had bought all the pieces in one shot, right? And granted, it goes through several locations, right? It goes to several stores. So I'm waiting for everything to come in. I get this one order. And yeah, you know, you got the choice to whether if you want to buy new or used parts, right? I don't mind buying the used parts because, like, you know, like something like this, you'll see it, you probably won't see it. And so for mine's, it was a 4x10 plate. It was a blue one, right? It's a bright blue one like that back here. This one back here, just like blue like that back there. But you can't see it on here because it's inside, right? And so I get it, and I see everything else that says Lego. This one don't say Lego on the studs, and I'm like, you have got to be kidding. I was a little bit like disturbed from it, right? And maybe it was an honest mistake on the vendor's part, whatever. And so I posted it, and then I went ahead and reached out to the vendor, said, "Hey, look, you know, this part that you sent me, it's not real Lego or whatever." So they end up like mailing the actual real Lego part to me. And like you, I had some vendors where they throw all your parts in one bag, man. It's one big old jambalaya, and it's like you go to open that thing and pieces everywhere.
Like, bro.
And I do hear the community talk about, oh man, you know, Bricklink, you know, Bricklink sellers, the prices are getting so high and this and that, blah blah blah. If you package my order, you know, and every piece that I order, you know, if I order 30 different pieces from you, and if it's 100 to maybe 2, but package them things up separately in the shape or the pieces that they are, like, you know, package them separately, right? Because that makes it easier for me. You charging me for it anyway. They charge, if you look at it, they're charging you for shipping and handling and packaging and handling and stuff like that, sorting your order. They charge you. Look at it, they charge you. Like, and so you charging me for it, like you said, it's their job. Like, you know, and so treat it like, you know, it's a 9 to 5. You know, you took the time to sort those pieces. Keep them sorted in the bags when you package them things, because that stuff do matter. And they do reviews on your experience or whatever your order was. How was your order? This and that, blah blah blah. And let somebody's stars drop. you get their attention real fast. And see,
Oh yeah.
I'm bad at that. I'm bad at that. I'm tell you, I'm bad at that because I don't review at all. And it'll probably say like on Bricklink that I don't review anybody at all because I'm too busy building with my pieces. Like I'm just, you know, and then if I go back and look at like what was that? What did I order? Like what like I don't remember buying it. Like whatever.
Yeah.
Like
That's how you know. That's how you know
Yeah.
you're a real builder. But
Yeah.
I get that, man. But you know what? Shout out to Heartbreaker, man. Heartbreaker
Yeah.
Martin. I've been working with him for about 3-4 years, man.
He's good.
And
Like I like the way he packaged.
oh, he packages things.
Yeah.
He's professional. He's real professional with it.
Yeah.
I remember one time I had posted about my experience, and he hit me up. He was like, "Yo, man, why you ain't come to me, man?" I was like, "Dude, you know, I needed an order quick, and I'll be real with you, man. Your prices are fair, but I needed something cheap, and I needed something quick."
Right.
And I was like, "Yo, let me just go ahead and order this thing, you know, real quick." And nope. It pays for quality. You got to pay for quality. So if you see something super cheap, just expecting a bag full of bricks. Just
like you went to BAM and got some bulk from BAM. That's what it's gonna look like.
Absolutely, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
All right, man. We this is a topic that me and you can kind of sink our teeth into, man. Lego Masters is a TV show, and we were both on it. And you know, back in the day, when you're on a TV show, that meant something. You know, that meant something to people. You know, people want to bring you in. People want you to do different events. People want to be attached to you. The company want you to go out there and do some events, do some red carpets and stuff like that, right?
Right.
And Lego Masters seems to have lost its placement when it comes to these opportunities.
Okay.
Now the land, you are part of the land, excuse me, and you're also part of Lego Masters.
Yeah.
And you know, it's becoming more evident to me that Lego Masters is just not important when it comes to Lego. And I'll tell you why. Recently, and I can name 3 different things that I saw that I thought a Lego Master would have been perfect for the opportunity, but the opportunity didn't go to that Lego Master.
Okay.
One of them was a Star Wars commercial that recently aired on the Lego social media, and it had who? Gene Version. Gene Version has 113,000 followers. Millions of views on her
She's a pretty big deal. She is.
She's a big deal. She's a big deal. She's a part of the land. She was in the commercial.
Yeah.
Now, I don't necessarily follow everything that Gene Version does, but I'm not sure if she's a big Star Wars person. She is. Okay, so that
she'll as far as like even like with Star Wars, she'll review stuff or she'll display stuff that is not Lego related, that is Star Wars, strictly Star Wars related. So
okay, so fair enough. That's a good pairing. That's a good pairing then. You have the Macy's Botanical in New York.
Yeah, that part. Yeah, I saw that. You saw that, right?
No Lego Masters was invited to that. New York. There's a few Lego Masters. You have Duck Bricks. Now, Duck Bricks is not part of land, but he's a Lego Master champ.
Yeah, and he's a big social media person still. So
and he is. He wasn't at that event.
Yeah.
Furthermore, Formula One
Formula
One event.
Yeah.
And there was a land member that was there. Girl Bricks a lot. Just reached 100K on her social media.
She was at the Botanical.
Along with Maticus, who also hit 100K on his social media. So I'm not saying that there is a trend, but it's very clear that these events, these high-end events, these awesome events that you would think that, all right, a person from a TV show should be a part of is not getting those opportunities, is going directly to land members. So I've come to the conclusion that Lego is not interested in Lego Masters. I don't think it ever was really interested in Lego Masters. If this was the 90s, I believe that we would be front and center on a lot of different things regarding Lego. Because in the 90s, when you're on TV,
reality TV was the thing. Yeah,
that was the thing.
Yeah,
that's no longer important. At least not in the world of Lego. It's
No.
the influencers. It's the land members. So I'm convinced. Lego Masters, you had a good run, but the land members, they have taken over. They've taken over, and we could just be happy that we were on TV and that we're on different streaming services, and we could just call it a day. That's our victory lap. But other than that, I don't see Lego saying, "Hey, you know what? We want to ask some Lego Masters to be a part of this event." It's not important to it.
So, Erica, by the way, you took a whole 4 minutes, but Erica Badu said it best was that she said, "You're only funky as your last cut. If you focus on the past, your butt would be a has what." So, I say that to say, Lego Masters, what have you done for us lately? When was the last show? Do you remember? You remember the last episode when the last episode aired? You remember that? Because I say that it was last year, right? And we're like halfway through the year here. Like June is right around the corner, right? So we're halfway through this year already. So what have you done lately? So here's the thing: is like you, myself, the crew from season 5 are dinosaurs. Like people done seen you. All right, okay, good. Now you're going, right? And here's where the dominoes fall. Season 1, you had Lego Masters, and the production team of Lego Masters was treating that show like they treated all reality TV shows, away from this thing we call social media, right? And it was a question where they were like, all right, look, nobody can post anything. You can't post anything in here. We're not even going to give you things to post. And they didn't. We're not going to give you nothing to post. So you automatically put a damper on your growth out the door. But by the time you catch up, season 3, season 4, season 5, it's already too late, because the social media for Lego has already went out the gate already. The race has already started, and you're playing catch up with the social media game, and you're way behind when you could have started at season 1. And so they already set that tempo that they wasn't interested in social media. That's when they say video killed the radio. That's what killed Lego Masters, was the social media, because they wasn't keeping up with the times. You have got to keep up with the times. You got to figure out, and here's the thing, I'm an old man, you old man. We got to figure out what these kids doing, because we don't want them to run game on us. And so Lego Masters, you failed the social media, because look, here's the thing. They running old reruns of stuff on their social media, bro. They running old stuff. And to make even matters worse is that Australia Lego Masters haven't even came out with their show, and they're running, bio stories on old contestants from the past on social media. So they're playing catch up. Like I want to play catch up. You should have been relevant during that time. And so it's easy for Lego to look at the trending social media mogul, like Gene's version, girls bricks a lot. My man,
Atticus
Bricks. Doug Bricks. It's easy to look at them because they're trending now, and they're full steam ahead with 100K. 100K here, 100K here. So now I got that market that they serve. They serve. There's 100K here for that person. I get 4 of them. I got 400K people watching my product. Real easy, right? Easy. And so it's messed up that these that's gonna be messed up to say. It's messed up that these opportunities go to these good people, right? Because you see their faces over and 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 over again. In every opportunity, you see their faces over and over again, over and over. Like there's nobody else in that could do that but them. And so it's it's fitting for, like I said, I'm with you. It's fitting for a Lego master to do those opportunities because F1. You got Lewis Hamilton. He was a celebrity. Well, Corey Sams is a celebrity. He's a Cup winner, Lego master. So why not have a celebrity meet a celebrity? But in the real world now, they haven't seen your face in over almost 2 years. They haven't seen mine in probably about 4. And I'm talking about the holiday spectacular. It's been 6 since the first season. So Lego Masters, what have you done for me lately?
Let me tell you what I just did lately, something that I don't usually do, but fatherhood always taking over. Listen, man, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. What have you done for us lately? What have I done lately? Besides doing local events, I ain't do nothing. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I don't want us to come off as, feeling ungrateful, because we're not ungrateful.
I got opportunities. I'm grateful.
Yeah. We had the opportunity to be on TV. You make of it what it is. I congratulate those who have grown their social media to where they're juggernauts now. At the end of the day, that's where it is. But you're right, man. Lego Masters and Lego should have done more in the first season. You remember a certain 2 individuals was on another TV show, and you see the check in the background.
Yeah,
we were told we couldn't mention Lego, we couldn't mention Lego Masters, we couldn't mention we were on the show.
Yeah,
that told me from that point, Lego does not have our backs. Lego does not have Lego Masters in its best interest. They probably saw the trajectory, saw where things were going. You know what? This social media thing is going to blow up. These influencers are going to blow up. People ain't watching TV no more. People are not streaming as much no more. People are looking on TikTok to get their news. They're watching
streaming to look at their stuff. Yeah, they're streaming to look at their TV shows now. They're not looking at primetime TV. They're not.
They're not. So we may be popular to a small community of folks who are at home watching this stuff with their kids, but there is a larger demographic that is online, that stays online, and those influencers, those are the celebrities. We're the has-beens, man. I hate to say it, man, but we're the has-beens, man.
Yeah. And I'm sorry for your experience, man. Like, and here's the thing: somebody asked me, "Hey, man, would you ever work for Lego? Would you ever work for Lego?" The answer is yes, but I wouldn't want to design sets. I would want to do stuff like either like marketing or like how you say, like, and that's part of marketing, like connecting the Lego masters to these Lego opportunities. Connecting the Lego social media people to these Lego opportunities. And I wouldn't just dwell on that number one core of land members. I would go outside the land members and say, hey, like dad's, the dad gang. Okay, the dad gang. Hey, look, do a community event over here. Here's some like I need you to. I got the photographers. We got the media. We got the social media. The dad gang on social media. So I would go after the social media people. Like, why not?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's where it's at.
Corey's into WWE. I would send Corey to a WWE event and get some Lego for him to build something to take to the WWE event.
Now that's Crystal Star. That's Crystal Star. That's her thing. That's her thing. But I've been to like 4 WrestleManias, but hey, it's all good. It's all good. I don't know, man. Sometimes
that's the job I would want, though. That I would want to be, part of that team to make those decisions and picking people. That's if I was to work for Lego, that's the position I would want to work in.
Well, you know what? I hope that that's a position that does exist, because I was told that position does exist right now, but I haven't heard from anyone in over 2 years. So
I've been looking at Lego.com jobs every day, and I don't see nothing posted.
I like I said, man, I don't want to beat the dead horse, man, because I think over time we beat the dead horse as it is. I'm a little bitter. I'm a little bitter when it comes to that, because we were robbed by COVID. We didn't get the opportunity to have that victory lap. A lot of us didn't have that victory lap. And then years later, when there was no COVID, there wasn't a restriction, I still didn't get that victory lap, you know.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I still created the victory lap for myself. Like you said, we create our
Yeah.
own opportunities. So I still created that victory lap for myself and my community. So I'm fine with that. But you know, it's a hard blow, you know. We did a TV show and we put Lego back on the map. We helped put Lego back on the map. And you know, the land members, man, the influencers, man, they killing the game, man. We are relevant.
Man. And that's a good point too. I didn't even think about that. Not to beat a dead horse, but our show came out in the middle of COVID, and then you got the producers telling you you can't post anything, you can't post no behind the scenes, and they didn't give you they didn't give you nothing, no media to post. So it was like, you know, like, but at that point, the world switched over. They turned the TV off, and the internet came on because there was nothing else to do. Like, you know, because you couldn't go nowhere.
Yeah.
You know, think about it. Your groceries came from either DoorDash or, like, you know, they delivered it to you because you couldn't go out because the store was closed.
Yep. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, man, we lost, man. We lost. And that's okay. And that's okay. You know, I just wish them nothing but the best. Hope they continue to do these awesome events and keep representing Lego. Because then at the end of the day, they are representing Lego. So that's a win for all of us. So keep up the great work, guys.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
man.
All right.
That's it, man.
Yeah. What you got coming up, man?
Oh man, Brickwall Chicago. That's the next thing on the radar, man. That's the next thing on the radar.
Yes, I know I've been a Scrooge about it, but I'm gonna pay my money. I'm a go. I am, because I mean, to me, it's just seeing my friends.
You can get in there for free, man. Just sit next to me on a panel, man. Just sit next to me on a panel.
You know, they gave me that opportunity, folks. I turned it down because I wanted to hang with my friends instead. I didn't want to work the event. Now I'm having second thoughts on.
Lego Master's always losing, man. We're not even his friends no more, man. Iceberg that threw us away, man. That threw us away.
Nah, I figured that let the new people experience that. You've been experiencing that for years. And so let the new people ask the same questions that they asked last year and the year before and the year before that and the year before that.
There are no new people. we done did that for them already.
That's right. God, there ain't no new people. They all
it hasn't come out yet. So
here's what I want to know is how many Lego Masters are going? Like, because last year it was like cut in half. Like, remember that one year it was like 80 of us, and then last year it was like 20.
Skeleton Crew. I don't know. I don't know who's going.
It's expensive though. Like, and that's what it is. It's like like Mark. The trip is expensive, man. And I get you're trying to provide an experience for people and stuff like that. Especially now, like, you gotta think about your plane ticket's gonna be high because gas is at an all-time high. And you say, oh, well, I'm not gonna fly, I'm gonna drive. But guess what? That gas price is gonna be at
high.
Listen, it was crazy. You go to rent a van or a car, the rental price of the car goes up because their gas is at an all-time high. It's like, yo, like what? You go to eat and they adding surcharges to your food because it's costing them gas to get so it's like it's a kick in the butt. It ain't a trickle down, it's a kick in the butt.
I mean, it is. It definitely is. I mean, but it's Brickwall Chicago. For me, it's become like a tradition. So I don't know. This might be my last year because I'm not even working the event. I'm not even working the event.
Yeah.
So I'm just going as a exhibitor and just to see some folks' faces, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. This might be my last year. Who knows? But I'm working on my Black cinema. I put out my Black cinema and yeah, man. You had told me to do something like this a couple years back, and I needed that breakout one in the show enough. That was my breakout one, man. And I just did Urkel. I'm redoing Urkel.
You got to make the Mantis, and then you make Isaiah Bradley the Captain America, because it was the same person.
Yeah, but these people don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about that.
But you do.
I do. I might as well just shake it up.
The Mantis, and then Isaiah Bradley, the Captain American Isaiah Bradley.
Okay. All right. I'll put that on list of things to do, man. Ah, man. But what about you, man? What you got coming up?
Brick World Chicago. I'm gonna go. Last year was supposed to be my last year. So I'm going to go hang with my friends. I love Jesse. I love you, man. I just want to. Those are the 5 days that I get to hang with my friends and laugh.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm going. Like, it was so bad. This is what got me turned up. It was so bad last year that they did something stupid, and I hate to call things that, but it made me so mad that I didn't get into the garage sale because they sold the tickets to get in. You had to buy tickets to get in to go buy something. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard of.
That makes sense.
And I hate to call stuff like that. I hate to call stuff like that. You know, I done paid my admission. Now I got to buy a ticket to get in to go buy somebody else's stuff.
Be up in there with a bunch of
Yeah.
like, nah, man, we good.
Yeah, and that burnt me up. And I get it. You're trying to have crowd control. I get that, but don't charge people. Like, give me an admission at a time. Hey, Mel, yeah, you drew 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. After 2 o'clock, you gotta get out of there.
Yeah.
So Mark, you better, Mark, man. You got something special, Mark. And I know you got something special. You don't watch the show, but do better, man. You got to make this thing comfortable for people. You got to make it comfortable. Right now, it ain't comfortable, man. And they told you last year why a lot of people didn't show up. A lot of influencers didn't show up. It should have been a sign that it's starting not to be comfortable, man. Make it comfortable for people. Provide a good experience for people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Before Cody comes and take over your spot.
I think Cody gonna be number one, man. I said that earlier. I said, yo, I'm trying to tell you, Cody on the come up. Cody on the come up.
Yeah.
You know what Cody do that nobody else do? He go to other people's shows.
But to Mark's credit, he did come to Atlanta BrickCon.
Okay.
Mark was at Atlanta BrickCon. He was there.
Where else Mark been?
But listen, man, at the end of the day, folks, we are always going to try to do better next time. Yes. Lego.
I'm sorry, man. Corey, from me to you, I'm sorry. This Sega Genesis got me sorry. I'm in here looking sorry. June 1st come, I'm going to get my small little Sega Genesis. You know, it ain't that one. That one look great. You got the controllers for that too? Yeah.
I got controllers for this. I got two. I got two of them. And I got a cartridge that fits in it.
Do better, Lego. Come on, man. You made me lose. I can't believe this guy. That PS4, that PS1. It's a PS1 that's coming out. Well, I don't know if it's coming out or not. You know, I don't want to say it's coming out. There's a lot of speculation. I can't even say it's speculation because I'll probably get in trouble for that too. But what I see, all the leaks out here, I can't even say leaks, but it's happening. You know, if they do it, I hope it's fire. If they do, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if they're doing it or not. But
it's gonna be the size of a keychain. It's all right. It's gonna be the size of a keychain. It's okay. Okay, it's gonna be that micro. It's gonna be a micro scale, bro.
Micro machine. I'm a micro machine. It's gonna be a micro.
It's gonna be about micro machines, man.
You gonna get a guy to talk real fast.
The little tiny joints, man. We bringing it back, yo. Retro, bringing it all back, brother. We bringing it all back. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And it's swooshable. And it's swooshable. And it's swooshable.
You just like a person from Jersey gonna gloat.
Jersey makes, the world takes.
That's true. That's
you know what it is.
Yep.
Good night, America.
Good night, America. Don't travel down the turnpike. You run into Corey.
Oh yeah.